What's up, guys? We're gonna show you how to, one, do two things. We're gonna swap these lights to have night lights. Like this. This one has a night light built in. See that ring? This is the ring right here where it glows. So we're gonna swap this light out with that, but we need another light for here. So we're gonna show you how we're adding this light. We took the wall space here and measured from the wall down to there, 58.5. 36. And then left to right, the span is 58.5. That's 29.25 split, because 58.5 divided by 2, the middle would be 29.25. And 36 deep, split in the middle, is 18. So there's our mark. And we're gonna drill our hole there to add the light. So the shower has a light with a night light, and then this. And we're gonna show you how to do that. First, you just take this down, turn it off. Now the power is dead to here because the power comes from the switch. We're gonna pop this down and I'm gonna show you what we're dealing with. What we're gonna do is pull this down. There's just clips. Don't be afraid, you ain't gonna break anything. The drywall may chip if it's too strong of a clip. But there you go, one side, two sides. You can unscrew it, but I'm gonna leave it together. And don't worry about the wiring, they had nuts on it. I took this down already before the video, but you should have 2 wire nuts, one going to the light, which I can undo real quick. Mind you, the power's off, so if it was on, I'd shock myself, but it's not. And these lights, these wires, see, this is still good, so I can resell it. And they still work, but look, there's a knockout. That holds the wire in. I'll show you how to install the knockout. I already took it out. But, so this wiring should look like that wiring wherever you put it. That roll right there. The roll.
Where?
There.
Oh.
That's the regular wire. So we'll grab that in a second. But this is from the can lights. See, it's NMC cable. I don't know why it's like hiding. But anyway. This is from a can light, an existing can light. We're gonna just piggyback off of this. It's 15 gauge, 14 gauge. It's the same wire conduit as the wiring we got there, so we'll be okay. If we need more, we have a roll, but this is what you'll use. You have black, white ground lights. The ground is at the switch. The lights only use 2 wires like this. This goes to the light. This goes to the hard wiring. As you can see, it's the same style. Stranded, tiny, what gauge is this? 18 gauge. That's 18 gauge. And then when we go to rewire or add wiring to the next hi-hat, this second one, it's gonna be also this box for that light, which is 18 gauge. So I'm gonna bridge it with this. And it should be fine because it's only going 18 gauge to 18 gauge. It's powering up 2 lights. This is more than enough adequacy for doing it. I could get something smaller, like 18 gauge, but really your lights typically will be connected with this. Same difference, white to white, black to black ground. You don't really use because this is a plastic box. Metal boxes always get grounded like that. Because it's a plastic box, you're not gonna ground. And then you're like, what if the lights need grounding? It's grounded at the switch. So if anything happens with the light, it'll burn the light out, and then this should trip because it's grounded and send the current to the panel. So the next step is we have to, where are you going?
Get the hole saw.
Grab the hole saw and our drill. Now the problem is if you hit the thing on it like this, that happens. See how it spins off? Mm-hmm. Bad design on this thing.
So this is the hole saw cutout that you need. It's saying that's 6 1/4.
It might be bigger. We might need to shave a little bit more than this. We might need to take the knife and cut more.
But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
This is typically the size. One thing I can do is check real quick. I need to make sure it's the outer. I think we'll be okay. Might have to do a little trim on the tab areas and where the screws are. But nothing major. So now, that's there. That's there. Time for the mess. Here's the stop really. Can't really see. Tell me when I'm on the dot.
Go this way, tiny bit. There you go. You're on it. Now you just gotta straighten out.
Right here?
Yep. Nice.
Pain in the ass. So there's your hole. With a shitty bit, can be done.
It works.
And hold on, I'm filthy.
Oh, yes.
Oh my goodness. That's what I'm dealing with, people. All right, so that's done. So we can put this away. Go.
And now we have to fish our wire through. And here's one trick we learned to fishing wire. By the way, that's shitty hole saw. I'm so lucky I didn't cut myself too bad. What's this for? I thought we were doing wiring. Why are we plumbing?
This is PEX. And what you do is you shove this in the,
You shove your wire through this.
and then you could just shove that whole stick to the other side.
It's hard. It's easier to feed this pipe through the ceiling cavity from this hole to that hole than trying to do the wire and have it bend and kink on you, because the wiring is so much more flexible than this. This is more rigid. All right, plans never go according to plan. So we have the access from the attic here, and we're gonna try to go from this hole to the attic light, and then she's gonna just go right along the joist to the new hole. Now, ideally this does work, the pipe method, but you actually have to have space between the drywall and the joist. And we do, but the pipe is too thick. It's hitting every little corner. Then we tried fish tape, and we have the roll of fish tape. And because of all the insulation, it's just, I know I can get it done way quicker if I just take the wiring, go from here to there to there.
I see it.
You got it?
Yeah. Give me a lock.
She's in the attic, pull it. See? So she's got one end and she's right there on this vent, because the vent goes straight to the ceiling, because you're supposed to vent these out to the outside. So that's what we did.
Yep, I'm at the vent. So ideally, I just gotta go straight to the left, and that's where the light is. That's the light he's shining, so my goal is over there. So from the top, the wire is gonna go from here, from that light, all the way to the other light that's there. That's the wire path. All right, so we fished it through.
Here's my phone.
How much we have left.
Here's my phone. I won't see what we can do.
All right, so we fished the wire through. It wasn't much wire, so.
We had a piece left over, and I was so cheap that I was like, "You're not using this." We have a whole new roll right there on the toilet. But I'm being cheap, and I'm like, "We're not doing that."
So we had just enough to reach a little there to a little there.
We might have more, because I'm gonna have you pull this end real quick while I hold this end, so we can really ensure that we've maximized all distance.
All right, so you carefully cut the sheathing off of the wire to expose all of those 3 wires.
Yeah.
Cut off the excess, just because it's annoying.
Yep. There you go. And you peel this back. Then you peel this back. Cool.
And those are your 3 wires.
And you only use 2 of them. The ground we're not going to be using. But now we have to do the knockouts, which let me get real quick. So you have your knockout. We're going to choose a hole that's compatible with this. I'll probably use this hole. Stick your screwdriver in, and then we just bend it back and forth. Should just pop out eventually. If that don't work, just come in here and pry that bitch. There you go. Yeah, I'm ready. We can actually do that. It's not no less than no we're good for a knockout. I'm gonna break this plastic. Give me 1 second. Don't move. Pause. There you go. Knockout removed. Little tab. This one was the used knockout. All you do is pinch from the back and then it will press fit. It's a pain in the ass. Should fit the size. Come on. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. There we go. Okay, knockout's in. Make sure it's clipped nicely. Okay. And your wires. Your wires are gonna go through the knockout like this. And because we're going here, the only downside is just I might have to take this wire and go up so I can tuck that box. You know what I mean? Strip a little bit of the white. This is 14. So bite it on the 14. 14. Let's twist, pull. So that's stripped. And then we need wire nuts. Here. Red wire nuts because we have 3 wires. So black, black, here, here, here. And then you don't do anything but just spin this together. This is how I was taught in electric school. You're not supposed to pre-twist them, which by the way, either works. It gets twisted anyway in that knot when you do it. But I like to pre-twist it, especially on the irrigation line wires. I'll pre-twist it. But on here, they tell you, literally from the factory, don't pre-twist. It's a conical twist in there anyway. I actually know the owner who invented the wire nuts. He's on Reddit. And I was like, no way.
So you know him, or you just...
Like, yeah, you could talk to him. And he was like, yeah, my dad was the one who owned it and patented it and sold the patent. And he was like, yeah, my dad owned it, ask any questions. And I was like, I was following the Reddit for a while.
Nice.
Now,
Last but not least,
I gotta tuck it all into the box. This other one was at 3,500. These don't do 3,500. If I get I need the other box. I was thinking 4,000. 4,000. And I'll bring this because it's time to install. Hopefully it fits right up.
I'm gonna have to get that a little bigger, remember?
Might.
Maybe not this one, maybe that one.
No, it's right there. That should be like a chin if anything. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, great light. Yeah. We have to wipe the ceiling with some rags.
And it needs to move towards me. There.
Good.
It's a little better.
Hold on. But why do I like these lights, guys? You ready?
Whoa. All right, on to the next one.
You're gonna have to bring me on my tools.
All right, so we've already cut the sheathing. And now we're gonna strip the ends. Cut the ground.
Actually, what I'll do for the ground is we'll run it into the knockout and then I'll just twist it in case we ever need to use a ground. I don't want to have no ground, you know? Oh. Lord help me. I'll just leave the ground. As long as it doesn't touch anything, we'll be all right, you know? Mm-hmm. And then this I gotta pull through a little bit here. There you go, nice and tight. Now I gotta pull this ground with this. We got a 14. Yeah, we got a 14. Oh, that's 12. I need 14. See, I say it already so the comment section can't yell at me. You know we're gonna edit this part out, right?
Yep.
No, free speech.
You can have free speech, but
Legalize comedy. Elon Musk.
now you shove all the wires in the box.
This is how the other one should have looked, but we had way too little wire. That's how it's supposed to look, guys.
Wow. And now it's
Light
the light.
in the bag. Let's test. This one? You're recording this?
So we have to trim it because the little tabs don't fit. We cut a 6-inch circle. The requirement to be a little bigger. So we're just gonna trim off where it needs to be trimmed.
I don't know if this is enough, we'll see. Please be enough. Good?
Yeah, ready?
Hold on. I don't like that seal. There we go. Better? Let me see. Alright, turn it on.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, I'm doing it. Whoa! Look how bright it is.
Yeah.
Hold on. These are like bright whites, but they make it like luxury. I think I'm gonna keep this white. Because here's what it looked like before, guys. You ready? Look how dark it got.
Yeah, it was too dark back there.
And now look.
And now there's light. It makes the bathroom look actually a lot bigger.
I know. I know. This bathroom looks huge now. I
All
knew
right.
it. Wait.
Come on.
Oh, wait. Look, separate fan switch. Are you ready? Ooh. Fancy. Sometimes you don't want a bright light. You got this on, you got that on, you got the fan going. You just want to have a nice ambient shower. That light we're going to turn a little bit more yellow to bring in the yellows because this one's so bright. This one's so bright white that this can be yellow. Yeah, now look, when you shower and shave, you can see your own pubes, you know? Like,
Great.
look, is it centered?
Yeah.
Oh, we make it look easy. Only, how long is this project? An hour?
Probably.
We did it in an hour, guys. We added a light. Hour later.
It was needed though, because it was so dark back here. Actually, before we even did this, it was just this light and a hi-hat there.
Yeah,
there was
that's
just
why
2
I
hi-hats.
have a picture of it so they can see it before and after.
And now we added a fan with a light, another light back there for the shower.
I have to retake my bathroom shots.
Yep. Very nice. All right, flip it off and let me see the ambience. Nice.
That is cool, huh?
Yep.
And then let's see.
Turn off the. There you go.
It's kind of ice white, but at the same time, I'm like, do we need it?
Nice.
That's pretty.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it looks at night.
That's pretty.
Thanks for watching.